And it's Marcus Morris, and it's Ibaka, and it's Leonard, and it's small forward. And for Washington, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot.
And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love DC. Oh, I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of DC love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
Now, here is George. Ibaka outside. Cans it from downtown.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
Here's Hachimura, covered by Morris. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. George against Beal. Pulls from the top of the key. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
The Wizards with another miss.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Here's Leonard. Some solid defense from Bryant.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
For 3, Westbrook. That one misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with a win.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Well, that's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, so tough to beat.
Bryant passes to Westbrook. Pass to Hachimura. Just 5 on the clock. Over Morris. Hachimura, no good.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And it's sent back by Bryant. Brown feeling out a bit. Beal can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now, here's Beverly. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State. Hachimura grabs the miss. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Warriors. Here's Beal, and it's sent back by George. Beverly against Brown. Beverly dishes to George. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Beverly missing. Wizards trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Westbrook with a wide open look. The Wizards with another miss. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny. Let's take a look now at some numbers for Beal. Great showing for him last season. 11th in scoring, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. Now here's Westbrook. He picked up 27 points in their last win against New York.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Leonard. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Lets it go with the 3. Unable to get that one. And Washington the other way now. Outside Westbrook. And again, Washington no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around. Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit...
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Oh, yeah, you can hear the sigh of relief from here. Now they've got to build on that first bucket.
Here's George after the basket by Washington. And there's the pass to Morris. And here's Beverly to the paint. Here's George. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Wizards trail by 10. Now Westbrook. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Offline from the high post.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Washington's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Three-pointer on the way. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Morris really rises up for these jams, leaving no mistake as he finishes with authority.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Trying to get open is Ibaka. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Leonard kicks to Ibaka. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Morris right side. Westbrook against Beverly. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Now here's Beal. He had 40 points in the win against New York. Here's Hachimura. Over Ibaka. Hachimura, no good.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
It's good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong.
Two types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
So for the Wizards, Bertanis, he's checked in for Hachimura. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Lou Williams is checked in for Patrick Beverley.
Yeah, Kevin, and it didn't happen overnight, but it's clear that Bradley Beal is a franchise player. I mean, he's worked on his game year to year. And now he's a superstar in this league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Beal. And Chris, with Beal, it's in large part due to how he has expanded his game, which means he now impacts the game more.
Yeah. Well, Beal moves so much on both offense and defense. He's a very active player. He's never passive on the floor, and he looks for ways to inject himself into games.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really not. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Scoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in.
Here's Napier. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Pass to Beal. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
George, no good. Wizards trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Beal taking his time here. Pass to Bertans. And that one is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's Leonard. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here's Beal. No good. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Wizards. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
On the wing, Williams. Napier covering. Williams kicks to Leonard. Shoots over Brown. Another miss by Leonard.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Napier finds Bertans. Beal with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Bertanis. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Throw good, Paul George. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And George drops them both. Now, here's Napier. What a tremendous game he played against New York. On the wing, Bryant. Covered by Morris. A step-back shot here. And that one goes long.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
Oh, that was something else.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Beal can't get it to go. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Bryant with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Here's Beal. And again, Washington, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points. Wow, hammering it in.
Oh. And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Now, here's Napier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Here's Napier. Passes to Bertens. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Mo Wagner's checked in for Davis Bertans. Here's Napier. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Great work right there on the inbounds play. Getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. George against Beal. Now, here's George. Defense right on him. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, and straight to the floor, making open shot, you know, rolling the basket, screen, you know, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Well, governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay, I mean, that's what has them in the lead after one.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Williams. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
throw good, Beal. Chris, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with two big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him, throwing an oop. I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look, and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them. And then the next play say, now it's your turn. You're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that will say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play.
Mahimi's checked in for Bryant. Leonard against Brown. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Here's Williams, drilled from 11 feet out. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Beal over Williams. Beal can't get it to go.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The three-time sixth man of the year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space. Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always dead. Thank you. Here's Wagner. Last game he had 10 points. And it's sent back by Morris.
Oh, just fantastic defense for Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up with the rejection.
Smith checked in for Washington. Williams finds Zubac. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The pass to Beal. Offensive rebound. Here's Mahimi, and he comes up with the deuce.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Williams can't hit.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Smith dishes to Brown. Back to Smith. There's Beal with the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight, because the three, not one of them, ain't working.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Wagner passes to Beal. Smith surveying the D, and here's Brown outside, nailed from three-point land.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Smith against Williams. Rebound by Mahimi. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Zubac against Smith. Mahimi's shot is good. Mahimi's got 4 this quarter.
Wow. Smith is just an incredible distributor, a genuine floor leader. He knows where to dish the rock.
Leonard against Brown. Leonard attacking. A second chance effort. No good that time. Some solid defense from Brown. Shoots from 12. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really, right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Washington with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 7 points.
With effortless mechanics, Bill always has to be accounted for, especially from mid-range.
Dan Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play. Washington shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far. But, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address. But I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Like the Clippers of a year ago. They look like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr.
Right.
Ballmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out and recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
Now Beal following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. Mahimi. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Morris.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Now here is Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Beal, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Williams kicks to Kennard. Pass to Morris. Leonard trying to break free. The shot off that time. And Washington the other way now. Outside, Beal.
Screen coming.
Brown outside. Pass to Wagner. 5 to shoot. Smith outside. Over Morris. And it's Smith missing. Clippers leading by 23. Down low. Here's Leonard. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Passes it to Brown. Outside, Beal. Smith outside. Over Williams. And it's Smith missing. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Leonard kicks to Williams. Back to Leonard. Fader on the way. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
The drive by Beal. Can't cash in from close range.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Smith dishes to Beal. Releases from 15. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Inside, Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Now here's Beal. 14 points for him. But they get it back. Smith against Morris. Here's Wagner. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Count that one. And here is Williams. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 6 assists now in the game.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now here is Smith to the inside. Ground the pass to Mahimi. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Wizards have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action, and there's times too you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up on some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's gonna make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I gotta get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Don't come on, don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was the
like
response?
He pushed me into the basket.
First one falls for him.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in 2008. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Bryant comes in for Mo Wagner, and it's Napier in for Smith. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Napier passes to Hachimura. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Leonard, no luck. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. He gets that one.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Now here's Williams. He has 7. Kicks it out to Leonard. The wide open look here for Ibaka. Sinks the three-pointer. Ibaka's got 5 points now this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now here's Westbrook. No points in the game yet for him. Over Williams, and that's good for 2.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Lou Williams. Washington shooting 44% from the field in the second. Westbrook with it. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Who does a better job of playing to his strengths than Kawhi Leonard? Knows exactly where to get his shots from within the flow of the offense. One of the most reliable performers in this league.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. That's the rope for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Beal. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past. Respected coach who has won Coach of the Year. But the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him. I mean, he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
One shot.
Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial six-man of the year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
Here's Williams after the basket by Washington, and that one drops for him.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Westbrook. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Williams kicks to Morris. He dishes it to George. The 11-footer, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Westbrook, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Leonard, he's checked in for Lou Williams. Leonard against Brown. And the pass to Hachimura. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by George. Clippers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Beal finds Westbrook. Pulls it up. Westbrook against Beverly. Pass to Ibaka. Leonard with the ball. Shoots over Brown. Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Bryant. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And George, here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Bradley Beal picks one up. The Clippers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Pass to Beal. Over George. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 18 points in the game.
Look at the precision from Beal. It's just incredible. He loves slashing his way through the D with his ball handle.
Beverly looking around. Passes it to Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. It's stolen by Bryant. At the elbow, Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
We've seen Beal evolve as a playmaker, including how he spots his open teammates.
Beverly against Brown. Leonard And finished off by Leonard.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Now here's Bryant. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Leonard, nice pass. Leonard to the rack perfectly for the layup. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Wizards have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Westbrook passes to Bryant. Brown against Leonard. Shoots it up. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was going on.
Leonard on the wing. Some solid defense from Brown. For Washington, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Goes back up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Brown's got 7 points.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Oh, just too big of a threat down there. I mean, he has a number of go-to moves at his disposal.
Leonard attacking. Shots good by Ibaka.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
For Washington, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the 3rd. For 3, Westbrook. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Out to the wing. Beverly against Westbrook. The 3 from Leonard. Rebound by the Wizards. Bryant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Westbrook. He's got 6. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Beverly against Beal. And it's Beverly missing. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Westbrook. And that one hits back iron.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace. It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Here's Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Bryant drives in. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
To the paint. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
Now, almost any player left that wide open is going to bury that shot. This is the league. That's poor defensive work.
Westbrook against Beverly. There's the double team with Westbrook. Beverly, the pass to Morris. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brown against Leonard. Now here's Brown. He's got 7. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George looking around. Inside. And Ibaka slams it in.
And you wonder what's gotten into Ibaka. He's been much more aggressive and successful than usual on the offensive end.
Here's Hachimura. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Wagner, he's checked in for Bryant. Bertanis comes in for Brown. And it's Napier in for Beal. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Marcus Morris. And the second free throw, good. Here's Leonard. He's got 32. Here's Beverly, and Wagner pulls it down.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Napier with it. Jackson on him, and it's Napier missing. And here's George. 14 points for him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Napier passes to Wagner. Back to Napier. Shot clock at 6. With some arc. The Clippers grab the miss. To the middle. Tries from 10. And it's Leonard missing. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Both good from the line that time.
Oh, and Jackson is not just a terrific shooter, but a fantastic defender as well, using his great speed on both ends.
Leonard against Westbrook. And it's in there. Westbrook's got 10 points here in the second half.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
Now here's Leonard. He's covered closely.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now here's Westbrook. 12 points for him. Great D that time from Leonard.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, but Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt. He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Hachimura the pass to Westbrook. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. George with no one around. That 3 off the mark. From the Wizards, they're shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Down low, Wagner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Wizards had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. .50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Leonard, the feed to Jackson. It's good. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Jackson is very good at catching the D off guard, especially inside where he needs to be fast and getting that shot off.
And so Napier will bring it up for the Wizards. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now the pass to Hachimura. Lets it go from 14. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Ibaka finds Leonard. A fader, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Clippers ahead, opening up a huge gap. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kennard in at the 2. Smith kicks to Napier. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Kennard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Smith the pass to Napier. Smith with it. With the teardrop, Mahimi. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
It's Jackson with the drive, and Jackson throws it down hard.
If you do not appreciate the athleticism of Jackson, he can punish the D.
Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Napier. Back to Smith. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that, you know, guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media is going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. Landry Shamit's checked in for Leonard. Free throw, no good for Napier. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. It's stolen by Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. The Wizards making a switch here. Pasechniks is checked in. Washington with the ball. Pass to Smith. Now Mahimi. Kicks to Matthews. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Smith. Over Jackson. And again, Washington no good. The Clippers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Back to Napier. There's the three. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will come the other way. To the paint. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Nice shot by Smith.
Smith has the floater down to a science, the rainmaker. Difficult shot that he has mastered over time.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Zubac.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Now, here's Mahimi. Dishes it to Smith. Stolen by Jackson. Now the Clippers moving it up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
One negotiating concession the league wants from the players' union: prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
And Washington making a change here. Payton's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Smith the pass to Besekniks. Payton outside. Here's Besekniks. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Smith against Jackson. Here's Zubac. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
Smith outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Reggie Jackson. And see, Webb, when Ish Smith goes to the rim, he is so deceptive. You just don't know where he'll go.
Yeah, Kevin, and sometimes I feel that Smith doesn't even know where he's going. But he's a crafty player that keeps defenders off balance. With this change of speed, he gets the job done.
The free throw drops for Smith.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. It has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
Smith hits them both. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to give you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
Now, here's Zubac. Here's Jackson. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Payton right side. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. C-Web, excellent.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Los Angeles making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. The pass to Smith. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now, here's Shamet, covered by Payton. Pass to Kennard. Back to O'Quinn. 5 on the clock. From 20 feet out. And he overshot that one, missing. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Payton left side. Mahinmi trying to get open, and he banks in the layup.
He's not going to back off when he's down. I mean, when he's got a chance to attack the basket.
Now, here's Shamet. Pass to Jackson. And he makes good on the layup. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter. Wizards shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Outside Matthews. Back to Smith. Over Jackson. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pass to Shamet. Jackson with it. Matthews covering. Jackson has the open look. Drops one in from the wing.
That's nice form on the jumper from Jackson. He looks more and more comfortable taking these shots with each game passing.
Smith against Jackson. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. And here's Jackson. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game. Lets a floater go. Was shot by Payton, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Shamet finds Jackson. Kozekniks with the rebound. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Matthews gets it to go.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Shamet, the pass to O'Quinn. He kicks it to Jackson. Here's Kennard. On the wing, Jackson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Jackson's got 14 points here in the second half. Payton looking it over. Smith outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Wow, the speed of Smith and his ability to change gears constantly keeps the D on their toes. He has a knack for picking up fouls while shooting.
The first one falls.
You know, Kevin, the resiliency of Smith is something you have to admire. He's bounced around the league, but has finally become a valued rotation player.
Smith hits them both. Shamet with it. There's the pass to O'Quinn. Back to Shamet. Pass to Kennard. Rebound, Washington. 3-on-3. Here's Payton, and it's blocked. Now Jackson. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. They grab their own miss. That one goes. Count it. O'Quinn's got his first 2 points of the night.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
Here's Payton. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Now here's Jackson. Now here's Patterson. Pass to O'Quinn. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Patterson. It's rebounded by Payton. And so Payton will bring it up for the Wizards. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Takes the 13-footer, and he connects with the jumper. Here's Shamet. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Serge, big win tonight. Now, people may think you have some easy games on the schedule, but you did not play easy tonight.
Because we know where we want to go, you know. That's why we was focused tonight. We got to finish strong.
And it was a strong performance, Serge. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.